Aditya was born into simplicity. His village, nestled in the heartland, breathed tradition. Life was quiet, predictable. His parents, hard-working farmers, instilled strong values. Honesty, respect, and humility were their guiding principles. The world beyond their village seemed distant, a world Aditya only glimpsed through crackling radio waves. Aditya, however, possessed a secret. A hidden talent simmered within him. He was different. He found solace in mimicking the village elders. Their voices, their mannerisms, he captured them all. This secret shame, this fear of judgment kept him from sharing his gift. He was torn between fitting in and embracing his true self. School was a trial for Aditya. He excelled in his studies, but his quiet nature made him an easy target. Bullies mocked his rural naivety. Aditya retreated further into himself, seeking refuge in his imitations. He would spend hours alone, perfecting his craft. He mimicked Bollywood stars, politicians, even the sounds of animals, finding solace in their voices. One day, during the school's annual function, Aditya was dared to perform. His heart pounded, fear threatening to overwhelm him. He took the stage, a hush falling over the crowd, and then he began to mimic the principal, his stern voice, his peculiar walk. The crowd erupted in laughter. Aditya had found his voice, his confidence. News of Aditya's talent spread like wildfire. He was invited to perform at local events, his fame growing with each performance. He was no longer the shy boy from the village. He was Aditya, the mimicry artist, his name whispered with awe and admiration. The world that once seemed so distant was now within reach, but success came at a cost. Aditya's family, initially proud, grew distant. They failed to understand his world, his humor. Jealousy crept in, whispering doubts into their hearts. They accused him of forgetting his roots, of becoming arrogant. Aditya, blinded by the allure of fame, ignored their concerns, his heart hardening. The city, a labyrinth of glittering lights and dark secrets, welcomed Aditya with open arms. He was exposed to a world far removed from his innocent upbringing. He encountered the intoxicating allure of fame, the seductive whispers of easy money. Alcohol, once forbidden, flowed freely. One evening, after a particularly successful show, a group of men approached Aditya. They showered him with compliments, their words laced with honeyed deceit. They introduced him to the world of online gambling, promising him easy riches. Aditya, blinded by greed and naivete, took the bait. He was slowly being ensnared in a web of his own making. Section 5. Love and Lies. Aditya's heart, hardened by fame and the city's corrupting influence, found solace in Priya. She was a journalist, drawn to his talent and charisma. Their love story was the stuff of fairy tales, their pictures splashed across gossip magazines. But Aditya, haunted by his gambling demons, kept his addiction hidden. His lies deepened when he met Ananya. She was a successful businesswoman, captivated by Aditya's charm. He, intoxicated by her wealth and status, began a dangerous liaison. Torn between two lovers, Aditya's life became a tangled web of deceit. He promised both women the world, knowing he couldn't deliver. Section 6. The Descent. Aditya's world, built on lies and fueled by addiction, began to crumble. His gambling spiraled out of control, his debts mounting with each passing day. He borrowed money from loan sharks, their threats echoing in his ears. His performances suffered, his humor losing its spark. Priya, sensing his turmoil, confronted him. Aditya, backed into a corner, confessed his infidelity and addiction. Heartbroken and betrayed, Priya left him. Ananya, discovering his lies, followed suit. Aditya, stripped bare of his fame and fortune, was alone, facing the consequences of his actions. Section 7. A glimmer in the darkness. Aditya hit rock bottom. He was a shadow of his former self, haunted by guilt and regret. His family, though heartbroken, took him back. They offered him unconditional love and support, reminding him of the values he had abandoned. One day his mother, her eyes filled with concern, took him to a spiritual retreat. At first, Aditya resisted, cynicism hardening his heart. Slowly, however, the tranquil environment, the soothing chants began to chip away at his despair. He found solace in meditation, in the teachings of forgiveness and self-reflection. Section 8. The Long Road Back. Aditya's journey to redemption was arduous. He dedicated himself to righting his wrongs. He confessed his lies to his family, seeking their forgiveness. He joined a support group, finding strength in shared experiences. He visited Priya, offering a heartfelt apology, not expecting forgiveness, only seeking to acknowledge the pain he had caused. He began to use his talent for good, performing at charity events, raising awareness about gambling addiction. He volunteered at a local youth center, sharing his story, hoping to steer young minds away from the destructive path he had chosen. Section 9. Redemption's Embrace. Years passed. Aditya, through sheer willpower and the unwavering support of his loved ones, rebuilt his life. He found joy in simple things, his laughter genuine, his eyes reflecting newfound peace. He reconnected with Priya, their friendship blossoming anew. He returned to the stage, his act infused with humility and self-awareness. He no longer sought to escape into the personas he mimicked. Instead, he used his talent to connect with his audience. His humor laced with wisdom gained through hardship. Aditya, once lost in the shadows of desire, had finally found redemption, proving that even in the darkest of times, hope flickers, waiting to be rekindled.